What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rant, no hate. So, I was just thinking about something because I was watching a couple of training videos of Terrence Crawford's most recently, and with Errol Spence. I don't know how recent the training videos of him that I just saw was. You can post the video today, but the video could be a couple of months old. It could just be something that I never saw before. I don't know. But one thing that I will say about Errol Spence, and this is something that he needs to consider, okay? I don't know what type of shape Terrence Crawford stays in all year round, but I notice that with Errol Spence, they always have photos. Somebody, spot him going or coming from somewhere, and like he looks out of shape, pot belly and all that. And I feel like the less weight you have to cut, the more you keep your body fit. The only thing you have to do now is cut weight, and then through your training, you end up pushing harder to get in fight shape. In any sport, the best athletes are the ones that keep in shape all year round. And I don't care if it's the NBA, NFL, or whatever. The athletes that end up having to cut so much weight, it's physically a lot more draining. And just say, for example, if you're saying your walk around weight is 193 pounds and you're fighting at 147 and now possibly going to 154, but why wouldn't you just keep your weight down? And basically, in terms of letting your body rest, hold back on the sparring. Hold back on the sparring, but there's things that you can do to keep yourself fit and keep your weight down. Okay, non-fighters keep their weight down. Errol Spence balloons up, man. And for you to have to cut so much weight to get down to 154, or even if it's 54, you're still cutting a lot of weight all at one time instead of keeping your weight down. So I've never seen, like, for you to hear that Terrence Crawford goes up to 170, 173, right? I've never seen Terrence Crawford, and he looked 175 or whatever to me. I've never seen him look that big. So if he does get up to that weight, my point is he does a better job at keeping his weight down than Errol Spence. Not trying to sit here and believe that, it just turns out that you don't see the pictures of Terrence Crawford because he's out of when he's all out of shape all year long. What it just so happens that that's the only photos people get of Errol Spence. Like, I just feel like so many fighters, and we know like he drinks, so that's another thing. Look, eat right, put the right things in your body. In terms of drinking, I mean, look, this is these people's preference, but all of those things work against you as a fighter. And so when people get to the point they're at the clubs, they party, and that lack of discipline, like, people can say what they want to say. When they talk about battle of attrition and all of this stuff, these are things where you see a fighter like, Zab Judah made a comment. He said Floyd Mayweather trains like he's broke. And people don't understand, along with the IQ, along with the speed, the timing, the understanding of the sweet science and all of that, Floyd Mayweather's dedication. When have you ever seen Floyd look tired in a fight? When have you ever seen, even now, at his age he gets in it, when have you ever seen him look tired in a fight? And so this is what I mean. If you lack certain disciplines, like, you may be able to, many fighters, they have had half-ass training camps and still was able to beat certain guys. But certain guys, like, you're not going to beat Terrence Crawford if you're not 100%. Unless you catch him and he's not 100%. But other than that, you're not going to beat him on no half-ass training. And I just think it's not wise. I know it's not wise to have to cut so much weight. And, you know, if Errol Spence is depressed, if he's stressing behind this or anything, and I'm not saying he is or isn't, I don't know, but if he is, and let's just say he's been slacking on his training, and as it gets closer to fight time, to exercise the rematch clause, that for the fact he exercised the rematch clause already, and as it gets closer to fight time, if he decides, okay, now let me get heavy with the training, it's like, man, lighten your load, do it now. It's less exhausting, you know. And I just, you know, I look at these guys, and my thing is like, it's not just about getting in front of a camera, no. But when you see video after video after video, and you see these guys are like just constantly in the gym, right? That's showing you like, yeah, I'm in here putting this work in, as opposed to these guys are out hanging out with rappers, they're partying, they're drinking at the strip clubs, they're at the clubs, at the after parties and all of that. That lack of discipline can be a major factor in your career. And even for the fact that you only have one loss in your record, right? You know, you've heard people say, oh, he's hungry. Spence hungry again. Yo, Spence he's back in the... But then after you hear that, you see photos of him that comes out after, like weeks, like a month after now. And he looks pot-bellied. Right? Don't look strong, don't look cut, nothing. So, just saying, that's a part of the game that people overlook, and they don't get it, man. That discipline. For you to be a multimillionaire, but you're always in the gym, you're always training. You know, for you to be in that position of, I don't even have to be hungry anymore, but no, I do, because I want to keep going. I want more. Even if that is what drives you, if the money drives you, you know you have to keep winning to get it, right? If you want more money, you have to stay, you know, look impressive and keep doing what you're doing. So, you know, I don't know. And I'm not claiming that Spence is depressed or what, I don't know. But I'm saying if he is feeling some kind of way because of the loss, and it's just the fact that it happened, he know he can't erase that loss, and it's back to the drawing board. Let's do this again. Because people go through things. But just saying, he's going to have to shake that. And, you know, the mindset to take things more serious, to not, you know, have any weaknesses in your game, to understand that you have to do what you have to do to win, which means you have to have your skills, you know, sharpened. And like when you hear people talk about Floyd, what do they always say? Floyd don't beat you just one way, man. You can't fight Floyd just one way. Floyd give you different looks. He switch up. He adjusts to everything you do. And when you say my skill set is better than someone else's, right? When you claim I have those same type of abilities, but they don't show, that should let you know I got some work to do. Now, I just feel like if he, you know, understands those type of things as well, that will help him. You know, even like Derek James says, he don't watch other fighters. The only fighters he watch is the fights that his fighters are going to fight against. And he'll watch that fighter's fights. But see, that's a flaw for Derek James. Why? If you watch boxing as a whole, if you study film, that helps sharpen you as a trainer. That's only going to make you better. The same way the fighter gets better, it'll make you better as a trainer. So, yeah, you guys both need to watch old fights and study what it's not nobody's telling you get popcorn and sit there as a fan. No, sit back and study. Break these fights down. Look at what guys are doing, because you can take and learn from everybody. That's definitely a difference with this generation and generations before, because that's what kept you sharp. Because like for me, I always looked at it like, I'm not watching you as a fan. I'm watching you to see how I'm gonna take your ass apart. What I would do if I was fighting this guy. What does this guy do good? What is it he doesn't do good? And you know, as a trainer, man, come on. I mean, football teams and everything, basketball teams, they study what the other guys are doing. That's how you get better, man. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna study my opponent. Like, nah. No, you're focused on that opponent. Your conversation shouldn't be about other fights and, you know, worrying about things that have nothing to do with you. I get that. But in terms of just a student of the game, that's how you sharpen up as well. So we'll see how things go. Either he's going to win or he's going to lose, right? One or the other. Possible draw. But at the end of the day, I definitely, when I see Errol Spence, this is what I'm saying. Errol Spence is a guy who, when he's in the gym training for a fight, yeah. But in between, it's like I don't see, I've seen videos of him training and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, it seems like from what I see of him, he doesn't keep his weight down the way he's supposed to. That's basically what I've been saying overall. So anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.